Hey, so I just finished watching The Shadow of Violence, aka Calm with Horses. Don't know why it was originally called Calm with Horses in other countries, but it was. The title that got retailed to in the US, Shadow of Violence, definitely feels way more fitting with the end product. Uh, there was one scene with him and a horse, but I wouldn't say he was necessarily calm in that scene, so very weird. Alright, anyways, on to the review. I'll try not to spoil anything for those that have not seen it. If you want to watch the movie, it was very stealthily added to Netflix, so you can stream it there if you want to. Like I was wanting to watch that movie and I it just appeared there one day without any preamble and I was shocked to find it there. So I was like, "Oh, sweet. I've been wanting to watch this one for a while after I saw the trailer." It's a movie from last year that I was very much looking forward to. I knew it was like a slow burn crime thriller that like already from the title, you can tell that you're going from like one instance of violence to the next, but because of the slow uh burn aesthetic thing, there's kind of this overall hanging menace in between the violence because you're not quite sure whenever it's going to break out. So that kind of makes it more tense because it is not as violent as you would think it would be with a title like that because you're mostly in its shadow. Like, you know, it's about to happen. You're just not sure when. So that makes things extremely anxiety inducing, which is one of the best things about it. It very much makes it like kind of have that sort of Safdie brothers feel to it because they're very good at making anxiety inducing movies. It kind of has that sort of synth score too, and a lot of those blues, so it makes sense that I would kind of pull that out of the hat. The story for the movie kind of feels a little reminiscent of Miller's Crossing, uh, but it's kind of a British crime thriller in a similar vein to like something Ben Wheatley would put together, since it's film four, I believe. So it definitely makes sense why I would feel like that since I just watched another film four movie directed by Ben Wheatley that was kind of like that. Uh, yeah, it was really good. Above average for sure. Uh, the main thing that might turn people off and that makes it feel uneven and turned me off a little bit was that sometimes it is a little too slow. Like there are long stretches where not much is happening, but the characters are interesting and the arc is pretty good for the main character's journey, and the performances are really good. I think the standout, as always, in all the movies he's in is Barry Keogan. He's just always knockout performing. But yeah, he was really good in this one, especially. Uh, I like as soon as the movie started, I was like, he's gonna be the standout again, isn't he? uh, but yeah, it's really good for sure. I give it a 7.75 out of 10. I don't know if I already said that. Uh the violence isn't like fun like most other crime thriller movies. It feels way more disturbing and like uh yeah, just like not fun. Yeah, it's more realistic that way. And it's probably all the better for that because violence is not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable like that, and this one definitely does. There's this one scene early in the movie. The sound design is just perfect for it, where everyone's having a good time, but then the moment that violence abruptly breaks out, all the sound all of a sudden cuts out to so that the only thing you can hear in the movie is just the sound effects of the violence, and it's really brutal and like crunching sounding. And like before it was like a really loud like party aesthetic, so like but then it just like hones into that moment of violence, and it's really like brutal and effective in like creating like a really shocking moment. And yeah, it's there's a lot of like really good stuff in there that I really liked. If it would have been a little bit more original and a little more engaging, I probably would have given it a higher rating out of 10. But it's still like a very decent movie. That's one of the better ones of last year that you should definitely check out if you already have a Netflix subscription. It's probably a hidden gem on there as far as like modern classics go. It's not a must watch by any means, but you should definitely check it out if you have the chance. I'd recommend it.